Well, I thought the morning was going all right, and it was going all right. You know, I've been down, the cattle are all happy, plenty of food, the bed's dry, they're munching away happily. Been off, done 2 big quotes. It was great. Till Mikey rang me. And it went sort of, all right, Ian, are you free? I said, well, I can be. I was just doing some work in my office with reference to what I went and looked at yesterday, so sprayers and stuff. I got to take some training, and they wanted to know what certificates I had, so I was going through. Anyway, that's by the by. I said, I can be, what's up? And he goes, Picker's died again. It's like, really? He said, yeah, same as last time. Now, bearing in mind, I've just put a brand new battery on that. So, is it the alternator? Is that what's playing up? Anyway, I got my booster pack. It's all charged up. We'll go up and see if we can get the thing going. And then it's booked into the garage tomorrow anyway. And if it needs a new alternator, we can get that done. And then we're good to go. So you had a long conversation with Mrs. P when I got home last night with reference to yesterday's visit to John Rhodes up in Evesham. I think if we're going to continue cropping, there are certain jobs that have to be done, depending on the crop, multiple times a year. And if I've got to pay a contractor to do it, we kind of crunch the numbers. It'll probably take me 5 years to pay it back with the saving. But I think we're probably going to go down the road, or we're definitely seriously looking at buying our own sprayer, which is okay. I've already got my PA1 and my PA2 spray certificates, already done that. I found them out and I've just WhatsApped them off to Sally at John Rhodes. I'm also going to scan them and send it properly. And providing that all ticks the boxes, I've only got to do my PA2, which I'm hoping is only going to be 1 or 2 day course. I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway, there's a jolly good chance that we'll be returning to John Rhodes, and we'll be talking more about stuff, investment we're going to have to make for Tether Farm. So all this was something I didn't think I was going to be doing for a couple of years. So I hadn't bothered. But because Dad has passed the farm on to me early, he caught me by surprise. And we can blame the Labour government for that, because if it hadn't been for what they did with heritage tax, he wouldn't have done it. And I wouldn't have wanted him to. Anyway, I can bleat on. People say I bleat, apparently. I can bleat on and complain and moan about it, but like I said to Reg yesterday, the problems I got right now are the sort of problems that a lot of people would really like to have. Yeah. Oh, well, he's not stuck up in the air this time. The booster pack did it. Thing is, I forgot to film it. Hang on.
Yeah, Mark, wait there.
Right, Stu.
Hello, hello.
Well, it's safer than a ladder, that's for sure. Isn't it?
What's that?
It's safer than a ladder, that's for sure.
Yeah. might be worth people. Well, if when Lars checks over the mine, might worth keeping one of those like packs in there.
Yeah, like that one can stay there for now. Just keep it in there. But what you got? I'll bring the charger down.
Yeah.
What you have to do is occasionally just put it on charge in the office. So I'll get another one for me. I know, wrong time of year for trimming the conifer, but customer wanted it. We're just doing it gently. Right, that's that done. They can keep my little starter pack. Their need is greater than mine. I think there might be a fault on the alternator. Like I said, it's going in the garage tomorrow, so hopefully whatever it is, they will sort it. Is it strange? Strange, I don't recognise that smell at all. It's definitely not natural. What is that? I can't say I like it very much. Anyway, we are back from rescuing the lads from the new cherry picker. So I don't know if it's alternator, immobilizer sucking juice out of the battery, and that's what's causing the flashing on the dashboard. I don't know. So hopefully, like I say, our engineers will get to the bottom of that tomorrow and cure it. So, right, that looks a bit damp in there in places, but they're quite happy. I mean, there's a reason it's damp. Everything's flipping damp. And in here, yeah, you all look reasonably happy in there as well. That's going to last them all day today. What's left over there? I can't see. We'll go next door and see what's left of that bale over there. So we're basically getting through, I think it's about a bale and a half a day, because that's all they're doing. They're just standing there eating, then standing somewhere else and eating, lying down and eating, standing up and pooing it everywhere, and then starting all over again. So it's not like they're burning an awful lot of energy in here. Oh no, there's still a fair bit of that one left too. So that bale might put a new one in there tonight, depending on how far they've got down with that. This yard's okay. Gateway's a bit mucky, but traffic. Right, back to the office, back to sort out my old certificates. I've actually found my PA1 and PA2 certificate. I'm going to put that through the scanner, and then I'm going to email it off to Sally, and then she's got all my details, and then they're going to email me with things like course dates and stuff like that. So don't even know what the course is going to cost yet, but if I've done it, I've done it. And then once I've done it, I can start working on my, I don't know what they're called, it's continued education units, CPD, CEU, whatever. I could start building that, because there's another course in February I could do. That's the problem with start dealing with chemical stuff like that. It's something I've always shied away from. It's something I've never really liked, but now I find myself kind of, I don't have to do it. I could just get an outside contractor to come and do all my spraying for me. I could do that, but depending on the crop and the season and the weather, you know, it's something that I might have to do quite a lot of, whether I want to or not. And if it's more cost effective for me to learn to do it myself and do it myself, then, well, I suppose it creates a bit of content for you guys as well, doesn't it? So you can watch me getting it wrong. Okay, it's possible that I may have just deprived a young couple their first dining room table, because it reminds me of ours when we first got married. So Julie and I just got back from the local sort of bric and brac shop where I went to buy this little table and those 4 chairs, all well used, seen better days, but plenty good enough for what I want. What do I want them for? Well, I want them for to the farm. So I've got meetings tomorrow at to the farm with the agronomist and the flag man, and I want something that I can put, we can all sit round, I can put plans on, and if I make a cup of tea, put a cup on or whatever else. So I just wanted a little table that was just big enough for 4 people to sit anything out to, hence 4 chairs. I only need 3 tomorrow, I think. So yeah, and something that I can just tuck away in the corner when I'm done, and yeah, out the way. So what am I doing now? Well, it came from the bric-a-brac shop, as is, all loose, and I think those washers there should be on this side. I think whoever put this table together, I mean, it might have been like this forever, kind of didn't understand what the washers were for. So yeah, it's not very exciting, and it's not very farmy really, although this has got everything to do with the farm, because this is going to be to the farm's table. Yeah. Commerce, business, stuff like that. So I'm just going to take this apart now and put the washers on what I believe is the right side of the nut, which is that side. At least that makes sense to me. A lot less likely to split that block of wood, that's for sure. So that now looks right to me, whereas that looks wrong. That does that, and that. So I'm going to go on and do the rest of these now, and then tighten it all up, and then tomorrow morning when I go over to the farm, unless it's going to rain tonight, then I might take this over tonight. Not that it's going to come to a lot of harm. I mean, if the chairs get a little bit wet, it's not like it's going to be best for ever furniture, is it? So I've even got padded seats, which I wasn't actually going to go for. I was going to go for plain old wooden seats that you can't get mould or dust or mice in. But it was 40 quid for the lot. It'll do the job. Now I will admit, I did toy with the idea of borrowing mother-in-law's patio set, because that is put away for the winter. She won't be using that, not again this year. I did think about kind of borrowing that, and then I thought, you know what, yeah, get me own. I ain't got to give it back then, have I? Really makes no sense whatsoever to me to have washers just floating around in midair doing absolutely nothing when they've absolutely definitely got a job. This could, like I said, be the first time this table's ever been built properly. Well, what I think is properly anyway, so. So I have noticed one of the chairs might want a little bit of TLC. Not too sure I want to sit on that. Yeah. Adjustment, I think. I'm reckoning you're going to be a Phillips. So again, these are the only screw holes I can see. So whenever this chair was put together, it was actually put together wrong. In the factory. Naughty people. So let's try and make that a bit safer, shall we? So that can come to the forward there, and I think what we'll do is we're going to put you like that, and like that, and start again. Right, I heard one hit the deck somewhere, so I'm not quite sure where that went. I'll find him in a minute. But you can go up there. That's better. Right, where did that screw go? I heard it drop out, but I can't see it on the floor. It's a bright gold screw. I can't see it on the floor. I can't see it in there. It's poofed into thin air. Right, I'll go and get another one at the shed. There's no point leaving the job half done. And I'll put that in there and I'll come back and then I'll find the screw I lost in the first place, which I'll then go and put back in the shed. Be about par for the course. Where the hell did that go? That's got it. It wasn't exactly the right size screw, but it's gripped it and it's got it. So it's an awful lot better than the non-existent screw that was in there before. Right, that's the new farm office desk, chairs. Ready to go over to the farm tomorrow morning. Weatherman says might be a bit of rain. I don't think it's going to be a lot. So I've tucked the chairs under the table. If it rains and we get a bit of a wet bum, well, you can always stand up, I suppose, can't you? So, right, how are you guys in here doing? You've still actually got a fair bit in there, haven't you? I might not give them another bell till tomorrow morning before I go. Thing is, if you leave a bit in the bottom and they never eat it, and you can't, sooner or later it will get damp and stale and foul. So you might as well just let them finish it off. And they're not going to go hungry because they've still got a bale and a half left in this side. Tomorrow morning.